On this episode, I'm doing something different, something quite away from what I usually do. On this channel, we'll usually talk mostly about education and, of course, job opportunities. But there are other ways, and that's what we'll be talking about today.
Attention passengers, we've now reached our destination. We hope you enjoyed the flight and have a nice day.
Did you know you can change the audio language on this video? Just look for the settings icon, click on it, select audio track, and choose the language you prefer. Enjoy the video in the language that works best for you.
Hey folks, how you doing? This is your one and only Wakawaka Doctor, bringing you the best of migration across the world. You know how we do it here. I share opportunities with respect to moving abroad, whether through jobs and career or through education. That means that irrespective of the country you want to move to, I probably have a video that describes the process. So if you go through on my YouTube channel, go through it, skim through it, you would find I've talked about how to move to different countries, how to find jobs, permanent residency, how to get, through with your academic pursuits as well. Thank you guys for always sticking by me if you've been with me from day one. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and of course, check out loads and loads of other videos from me. On this episode, I'm doing something different, something quite away from what I usually do. Now, you know that there are different ways by which people can move abroad. And on this channel, we'll usually talk mostly about education and, of course, job opportunities. But there are other ways, including marriage. If you marry someone who's a citizen to another country, you could as well be on the right path to getting citizenship and moving to that country. There's another one, which is giving birth. If you're pregnant, you have the opportunity to give birth in a foreign country and earn your citizenship. And that's what we'll be talking about today. So this video is about birth tourism and how to gain their citizenship if you're interested. All right. So people might ask me, what is birth tourism? Well, birth tourism is all about going to a different country. Okay. You move to a different country with the aim, sole purpose of giving birth in that country. All right. And as I've described in several videos before, there are several reasons why you'll be pregnant in your country and then decide to move somewhere else. People move for different reasons, but I'm sure that getting the citizenship of that country, which is a step higher than your own country, would be ranked up there. And that's one of the major reasons why people move abroad. That's one of the major reasons why people try to give birth abroad as well. There's a phenomenon that I want you to know about, and it's called the Jus Soli. Okay, it's Jusoli. Okay, and this means that you can obtain citizenship for your child in the country of birthright, which means that when your child is born in some of these countries under the Jus Soli, which is like saying birthright by the soil, then that child becomes a citizen. And by translation, in some of these countries, you as a parent get permanent citizenship. Now, to access birthright citizenship via this birth tourism, you need to draw up a to-do list. Okay, and I'm going to give you the to-do list now. First and foremost, you have to maintain proper documents required to obtain a visa. Secondly, you need to sort out your insurance for the duration of your stay. So travel insurance, medical insurance, you need to get that sorted. Accommodation and logistics needs to be sorted. You need to do your research on hospitals and clinics where you can deliver and the birth practice that is done there. You need to plan for your baby's paperwork. This should happen once you decide what country you want to give birth at and what citizenship you want your child to get. You need to access local assistance, okay, in case of emergencies. You also need to prepare for costs and travel documents that you need when your newborn, has arrived and you need to travel back home safely, okay? Then in case of medical issues, plan for travel extension just in case, okay? And vaccinations, of course. And you need to think about the ability to afford the cost estimates, the billing, clearing bills before you leave. If not, your child might inherit the bill, okay? Now let's get to the meat of the gist. What are some of these countries that allow for birth tourism? Let me just also say that there are agents that help you look for hospitals, they help you organize the birth, help you get the documents and whatnot. There are more than 20 countries, especially in the Caribbean, South America, that allow for this. But there are some that are the top, and people are using the opportunity right now, and they're hot cake if you can tap into it. Mexico and Brazil will be on top of my own list. But well, we'll go through my list here that I've created here, and I'll tell you the cost and I'll tell you the pros, okay? The advantages of doing it. So quickly, before I tell you the gist of the day, I want you to share this video. Make sure you like, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you just share to as many friends as possible. I also want to tell you that there is a masterclass that I created just for you. A masterclass that you can buy that is very affordable, that will give you opportunities. You're in tech, you're looking for scholarships, you're looking for how to apply to jobs, you're an engineer, you're a teacher, you're a lawyer, you're in healthcare, you're in tech, you're looking to move to the United States for free. I got everything covered. You've applied for jobs, but they're not calling you. This masterclass has everything all. And I've created a special link in the description box of this video for you to be able to get that masterclass, okay? So go to the link and get the masterclass. Brazil is my own number one. Brazil is my own number one. And the total cost of going to Brazil to give birth will be anything between $5,000 and $10,000. Between $5,000 and $10,000. And you get quality medical care, world-class facilities in Brazil. It's affordable, just like I've said. And then the child gets the rights, and benefits of being a citizen immediately. And the parents also get permanent residency. So Brazil is my number one. My number two will be, some people might not agree with me, but my number two will be Mexico. And Mexico is heating up now on the list. It's similar to Brazil, and you get visa-free travel access. Now, although the GDP of Mexico is getting lower, but Mexico now has top 25 strongest passports in the world. And to give birth in Mexico, it's gonna cost maybe around $6,000, $7,000. Okay, that's my number two. Number three, of course, the most popular one that everybody wants, but it's my number three, is Canada. Yeah, Canada. And the average cost is anything from like maybe about $8,000 to about $12,000. And of course, if you have a Canadian passport, there's visa-free travel to America, one of the strongest passports in the world. I mean, the child becomes eligible for citizenship and becomes eligible for more jobs when they grow up. The child can vote and run for political office. You never have to worry about your child losing status. As a parent, the child can file for you, super visas and whatnot. And you don't need to renew the immigration documentation, okay? Number four on my list is Argentina. Argentina is similar to Brazil, and it would cost you about $5,000 to $6,000, and you get visa-free travel across South America and Central America. You get quality medical care, you get world-class facilities, and it's affordable, like I said. Guys, why is it that you do not subscribe to my YouTube channel? Why? I'm providing information to help you move abroad, yet I find that so many people watch my videos, but they don't subscribe to it. Yes, when I check my analytics, I see that a lot of people use my videos, but they don't subscribe. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you drop comments so that I can interact with you and I can answer your questions. Okay, what should I do? What do you want me to do before should I kneel down? Should I beg you? Should I roll on the floor? I can do it easily. All right? We're just trying to help more people. So please just subscribe to my videos. Okay, share them. Let's help more people move abroad. Thank you. There are other countries that allow you the same thing, and I'm just going to go through a list here. Like I said in my introduction, most of them are in South America and the Caribbean. So you have places like Belize, Bolivia, Chile, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is like giving birth in the US because it's a Commonwealth. The child can get a US passport and will also have the right to be seen as an EU citizen because they have affiliations with Spain. So it's like 2 in 1. So the child can also file to be a Spanish citizen. Do you get? So they can have an American citizenship or a Puerto Rican citizenship and of course a Spanish passport. Okay? So Dominica, Fiji, Ecuador, Grenada, Guatemala, Honduras, Jamaica. Jamaica is very expensive. You need maybe like $30,000. Okay? And of course all the advantages, you know, Panama, Paraguay, Peru, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, and the list goes on. There are a lot of advantages for achieving birthright citizenship. Number 1, educational costs. Some of these countries free of charge for their citizens to study. So educational cost goes down, okay? You enjoy equal rights and benefits with other citizens of the country. There's freedom of travel. Okay, most countries' passports have better access, you know, across the world than your country anyway, if you're moving there to give birth. And dual citizens always enjoy certain benefits, such as the ability to live and work in 2 different countries. You know, you own your own property in both, you know, and you can travel with ease, all right? In as much as we've talked about the pros, let's also talk about the cons. So it means that you become bound by the law of 2 countries. You're bound by the law of 2 countries, okay? And you get double taxation. In some of them, they tax you, double taxation, okay? And then you need to know that this is not something you do in a rush. It's not a last-minute decision, okay? You need to save up. You need to think. You need to make reservations. It's not something you're just going to be spontaneous about. I've got a full article on my website, www.Wakawaka Doctor, that explains this whole thing as well if you want to head up there. You must also know that there's something I didn't talk about at the start, which is also, I think I explained it. It's an anchor baby. An anchor baby is a child that is born in a country for the purpose of helping their parents achieve the right of permanent residency or citizenship. So due to the baby having birthright citizenship, it's easier for the parents and other family members, such as siblings, to gain legal and permanent residency, okay? So you must have that at the back of your mind as well. So there are companies out there that help people achieve this. It might be worth getting a Schengen visa, getting a US visa to allow you be able to, you know, just move into any of these countries I listed without having to apply for their visa. It's easier. So start planning, start thinking of what you want to do and how you want to execute it. But birth tourism is on the rise and is definitely one of the ways you want to try and improve your quality of life and also access to another citizenship. Thank you very much for sticking around and watching. This has been your one and only Wakawaka Doctor. Of course, bring you the best of migration, and I can't wait to do this on another episode, on another beautiful video about how to move abroad. If this video has helped you, please feel free to like and subscribe and share this video, of course. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again.